Hello guys and welcome back to another breadboard video where we do all things coding and circuitry. So let's start with HTML. This is an intro to HTML video. It's not going to cover everything. I'll cover more things in my expert and intermediate videos, but just to start, let's talk about HTML, the basics of it, and what to start with. So to start, we have VS Code opened up right here, and we have it opened up in the folder tutorial. So basically, what I am going to be doing is creating a new file called index.html. It should have this little logo here. If it doesn't, then that means that it is bad and it will not work at all. So to start, let's just make a doc type tag. This means that it's HTML5 and not some other funky old HTML thing. You can use some funky old HTML thing. I would recommend W3C Schools to get the tags for that, but I would recommend HTML5. This is the newest version of HTML. So let's start with that. And let's start with an HTML tag, which and then language should be English. So if you're not in English in England or in the US, then you would want to put in your own language or Canada. But to start, let's talk about these two tags and the syntax. So to start, let's talk about these two tags. So this is /HTML and this is HTML. So let's talk about what's inside of these tags. So all tags have to start and end with these greater than and less than signs. So let's start with the first tag. So HTML, that's telling it that what's inside of here is going to be HTML. You can't do two HTML tags on one HTML document, but that's it. So this is called an argument, which helps define the language of the element. So of the HTML, because like you could do like in any other language, but I'm just going to be doing this in English. And let's start with head. So head would be this tag is everything that is not going to be physically seen on your web page, except for something called title. So title, let's say title, I wanted to make it hello world. So let's save it and let's go over to this thing. So now, as you can see right here, this is our title. This is what's on like the top, which shows you like what tab it is. So all websites need to have a title. This is just right here. So you can add logos, but I'll put that in my intermediate video. Okay, so now that we have a title and head, let's start with body. So body, basically what you can do is this is where you actually see the stuff. So let's say I wanted to put hello in. I could put hello in and let's reload. Oh, wait, it's right there. Hello. But now, we don't like that. We don't like just putting random things in. This is basic. You can't style it. You can't do anything with it. So let's start with a P tag. So basically what a P tag is paragraph. And paragraph tag means it's just not the smallest text that you can do. It's just what you would see in a paragraph. And let's say I wanted to do hello world. So now that we have that, if we reload, now we have an actual paragraph. So hello world. You can see the difference, right, between the other one and this one. This one you can actually style. I'll go into CSS in my intro to CSS videos or my other CSS videos. But to start, this is a P tag. So this is where you put like all your like descriptive stuff, like all the little details or whatever you want to put, honestly. I don't care. So now let's say you wanted to add a heading because you want users to know what this website is about. So now what you would do is you would add a heading tag. So you don't write heading, you just write H1, which is the largest thing for headings. So this is the largest heading. Basically, intro to HTML. So now that this is in our heading, now that we have our heading, now everybody knows what this thing is about. Intro to HTML. I did some fun stuff here. You don't have to, but so now after the p tag, let's talk about smaller headings. Let's say you wanted like a subtitle, like in this, so you would do H2. So subtitle would be, this is a basic intro to HTML. So now you would have a subheading. And now you can do H3, H4, H5, H6, all the way down to H6. So H6, this is smaller than a p tag. So now, if I see it now, this is smaller than a p tag. I can barely read that. So now, after that, let's talk about, let's say our website. Let's say we want to make our website go to, let's say Wegmans, for example. So first things first, you would want an A tag. So A tag, you can put so inside of the A tag, you could do href, which symbolizes the link, and then I'm going to do HTTPS. You have to do the whole link or else it won't work. HTTPS, Wegmans.com. So now that I have the link, I can do click here for Wegmans. Okay. So now, if you go over here, click here for Wegmans. It works. But let's say we wanted this to be a little bit bigger. We wanted this to be like a heading. So we wanted this to be like a subheading. So now what you can do is you can put inside of the A tag, you can put an H2 tag, like a subheading. And now, if you go over here, oh, it gets bigger. It's like an H2 tag. Now you click here, and it takes you to Wegmans. And after that, there's more stuff like table, figure, stuff like that, but I'll get into that in my next video. This is Intro to HTML, and check out my Intro to CSS videos so you can make your websites look beautiful and good. Goodbye.